Hello and welcome back to the John Deere Classic. We resume play at the start of the back nine. Let's head out to the 10th hole.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
And he's down there.
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. And this putt to move into the top 5.
Nice.
A couple of strokes now. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's inside the house of opportunity. Now, this is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Currently 5 under for the round. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
That's not what they were looking for.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. Nice line. And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. He's currently tied for 4th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Sitting at 6 under, tied for 4th. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's return to live play now. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
And that's 8 birdies today.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Patrick Cantlay currently in the lead. The finish at TPC Deer Run is full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 13 feet to the cup.
Surely it's going to.
And the putt drops, now at 8 under, heading down the stretch.
And some kind of fast finish required if they want to win this thing.
Patrick Cantlay is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Second shot here on the 17th. This is a risk-reward game, Rich. They took plenty of risk, but they're going to get the reward.
Definitely brave on that one, setting up a nice eagle opportunity, especially since they're one back of the lead.
And back to the course with the live action. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. He knows this is a big moment in this round.
I really hope this one drops for him.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Oh, well holed. He'll take the birdie. And as we look at the leaderboard, this player is in second behind England's Justin Rose. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Miss the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Huge chip here. This would force a playoff. Oh, I thought that one was going in. It's been an impressive display today. And this putt is for a final score of 62. Oh, nice looking putt. And that brings to an end his event. This is what I really love about these rivalries, Henny. They can take on some of the great players in the game, players who have won major championships, some of the biggest wins in the history of the sport, and yet they come out on top. But not only on top, they come out with a dominant win.
Luke, there was nothing small or shy or tired about that performance. That was really incredible. It was a pleasure to watch. This player came out all guns blazing. They told us what they were going to do. We didn't.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Royal Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get, because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, just missed. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Club up. I like this play.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. An opportunity to make a par here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
This one for bogey. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Here we are at the third. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. That might be one club too many. Yeah, nicely played. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And back to the play, shall we? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. Moments like that deserve another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. Let's see what happens here on the fourth. Beautiful swing there. This one's headed right, Rich. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it? And here we are with the third shot. 3 strokes off the lead. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. And he's safely on the green.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5. And down it goes. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. It's Tony Finau who currently leads. Here we are at Lachlan Cross in the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s that just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely. Then you're going to go ahead and lay up once again out to the right-hand side. Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging to be birdied.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Time now for the fourth shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 4 feet to the cup.
This for par.
That gets the job done. And currently leading this tournament is Tony Finau. Lovely playing. Choosing the 9-iron here. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Justin Rose now. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down from this spot. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Nice stroke. And down she goes. Just 2 shots back after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Oh, so close. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently a couple under for the round. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
Wah,
Ooh, a little bit of a
bajingan.
rush of blood by the looks of it. Getting ready to play their 3rd. He's 2 shots back. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Judging it beautifully.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Job done. Let's head to the next. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
These rivals, there's nothing between them, is there? It's been entertaining so far. I'm interested to see how they attack the back 9 and who, if either of them, comes out on top.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 10th hole. This one needs to kick left. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Okay, steady now. An opportunity to make their par. Nice little putt to hole that one. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. At the 11th hole at Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470 plus yards from the back tees, and there's plenty to contend with, Rich.
Luke, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you got a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of undulation to it, especially on the front right part of it, so you can't afford to miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
Oh dear, that's on the beach.
Ini lapangan apaan? Coba
Shot,
begini.
got a fair piece of that ball. And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the pace. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
It starts off on a good line.
Now 5 strokes behind. Time to face a par 4 now. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Allahu
Wild
Akbar.
approach there.
It's just a bit outside there, Luke.
How close was that to going down? Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And this putt coming up for his par.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a
susah buat ini
one-stroke
rupanya.
advantage. Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver.
That dog will hunt.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. Handy effort, that one. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance.
This one's tracking.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. Oh, he'll take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. Midway through the closing 9 here at Lachlan Crossing. This 14th hole is a par 4 over 450 yards.
Once again, Luke, just another gem of a hole. Massive bunker out there in the center of the fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play. Anything down just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Here's Justin Rose. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 15th. And here we are with the third shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That's tracking. Nicely holed. And for par. He finds himself in a share of 7th. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Going with the 7. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Wow, what happened there? Sitting at -3, currently tied for 7th position. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Lovely, lovely red.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Do the catching up that's necessary.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
It's looking solid.
And there it is. Currently at 3 under for the day. All right, one more hole to go. The 18. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. That's nicely done. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. Getting ready to play their third. 5 strokes behind our leader. Didn't that look good for a long time? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. Another great event. No victory ultimately for this player, but at the end of the day, they're not really concerned because they were able to take down the great Justin Rose.
Absolutely. This player threw down their gauntlet this week to Rosie and beat him. It doesn't feel great sometimes to beat Rosie because he's such a nice guy, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Congratulations to this player on their success. I can't wait to see what they do next on the PGA Tour.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the 3M Open is about to start. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thanks, Luke. Hi, Rich. Yeah, there will be fireworks out there today, let me tell you. These two players have been going back and forth at each other on social media. They have something to prove out on this golf course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. That's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
As you said, Rich, TPC Twin Cities, not a long golf course, but ball in play is imperative if you want to make the birdies. Here at the second, water and bunkers come into play.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker down the right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
Well, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Looking good. And that will drop in for a birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
He finds himself in a share of fourth.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one looks to be heading towards the green. A quality shot, that. Oh, a 14-footer. It's good to make a few of these per round.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This is on a great line.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the 4th.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the back left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
Going with the 5-iron here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Oh, stop it. What a shot. A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. It's got a chance. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Just one off the lead after that hole. There's plenty of twists and turns around TPC Twin Cities, and the 5th is another.
Massive, massive fairway here at the 5th. So tee it high, let it fly. Second shot straight back up the hill to a green that's fairly flat with a little bit more movement in the back portion of it. It's a cool design.
Opting for the 9-iron. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
What's a strange miss there, Luke? They've been hitting the greens all day long.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. A par putt awaits. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, the par 5 6th, reachable in 2?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 1 shot back now. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make.
Oh, you know you want to.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And it's time to recap that play.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4 7th.
There's really no reason to be because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
And if they didn't have their rival Tony Finau's attention before, they certainly do now. What an approach shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. This for back-to-back birdies. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Over to the par 3, 8th we go, and it's 205 yards.
This is a really cool designed long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course. Luke?
This putt to get to 7 under the card. Well, that's a nice line. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. Reached this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds, comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here, is currently tied for the lead. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
This one needs to kick left, and kick left hard.
Setting up miles from the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
Come on, don't be shy.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. The putt drops, and we're moving on. The back 9 at TPC Twin Cities begins with a short par 4, just 375 yards.
No real reason to take out driver here and give it a whirl, Luke. Just a fairway metal down the left-hand side. Left of that fairway bunker there should set up a very simple and straightforward wedge shot.
And this putt to move into a share of first. That's inside the range. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
He's currently just in second place. The 11th, though, a sterner par 4, measuring 470 yards.
Straight back uphill as well, Luke. You don't want to be in that fairway bunker on the right-hand side, so bail out just a little bit to the left. Second shot, straight back up the hill to a green that is very deep.
That's a little untidy. Getting ready to play their third. Currently a shot off the lead. Good choice. Going with the 3-iron. And here we are with their 4th. Only 1 shot off the pace. Great shot. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. This one's for bogey.
Better than most.
And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
Scott Hoke, as in choke.
The players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th reach, but Keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the water. No need to hit driver here. Just take out a 3-wood, and that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite nicely. In the second shot, slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
Well struck. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently tied for 6th. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And that will take him to 6 under. He's currently tied for 2nd.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 3-iron.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, you like the look of those hands.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Currently 6 under for the round. When they stand on the tee at the par 4 14th, Rich, I'd imagine that fortune favours the brave.
It does. I think that players, should they decide to take this tee shot on with a driver, want to go at the second fairway bunker, as this fairway pitches severely from right to left. A driver will get you in there close enough to hit wedge for your second shot, which turns a difficult hole into an easy hole.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
The 15th, par 4, and a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back up the hill to a green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
From around 170 yards here, just 1 stroke back and right in it. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Outstanding shot. High quality.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
This really looks good.
Couple of birdies on the bounce. You can see the momentum certainly with this player as we head down the final few holes.
Tied for first place. Now let's see how they handle the pressure.
The 16th at TPC Twin Cities. Not a long par 4, but plenty of bunkers there to confuse you.
With the tees all the way back, it's just a fairway metal or a long iron off the tee and a wedge from there to a green that's not very deep but wide. Every once in a while, though, they'll move the tee box up, and when they do, get after it.
This one needs to kick left. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's flying high after that nice eagle on the last.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that,
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
opting for the 5-iron. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. This putt to get to double digits under the card. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. Leading by a couple after that hole. The finishing hole at TPC Twin Cities has the players licking their chops, Rich. An eagle chance.
If they're brave enough to take it down the right-hand side of this fairway and avoid the water, then yes, going for it is a must. However, a lot of players will be lured into taking it down the left-hand side, and a little bit of a missed left. Now you've got all kinds of tree issues. This green has got a lot of movement to it. Better watch the spin with your third shot if you lay up.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Chip it in here, and he'll take the title. It's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. I like the look of this. And congratulations to our player. You are the 3M Open winner for this year.
An amazing performance all around this week, coming here at TPC Twin Cities by this winner. Congratulations.
Well, Henny, when they came into this rivalry, we weren't sure if they were going to be good enough to win the battle. They not only won that, they won the war.
A match for the books, Luke. I'm just happy that I got to witness that and see that. What a rivalry it was in the lead up to this epic match, and they took down the hero. They come out on top of not just the rivalry, but also the event.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the final stop of the FedEx Cup playoffs. We're at the Tour Championship. Today's coverage is about to begin.
Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam as we kick off this Tour Championship. And Rich, this player performed well enough all season to be rewarded with a modest amount of starting strokes. What are you thinking about their chances here today?
They're going to have to start getting after. They're going to have to start shooting at some pins, making some birdies to try and catch those players that are ahead of them if they have any hopes or intentions of winning the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Well, there's so much excitement and anticipation in the air. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
The opening hole, Rich, at Eastlake is not an easy one, is it?
It is not. Second shot plays straight back up the hill, a green that tilts from back to front. Two bunkers on the opening of this green, right and left, pose all sorts of problems.
And here we are with the third shot. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Ooh. Just a 4-footer remaining. Ouch, that's not the way they intended to start their day, Rich.
Nope, it looked like you were out there, Luke. Lucky to get away with a double bogey.
Going with the 5-iron here. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Time for the second shot into the third. They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. Playing their 4th shot.
Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Henny, what's the player facing here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. That's just inside the range.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, get in. Oh, that's a ripper. And that will take him to 1 under. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Now 5 strokes behind. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Going with the 7. Needs this to kick a bit left. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
And this putt to move into the top 10. It's up, it could be in. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The 6th hole at East Lake Rich, one to get after.
You don't need to be long off the tee, Luke. It's only 525 yards, but the second shot plays straight back up the hill, so a little length helps.
This shot coming from around 220 yards. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Opting for the 3-wood. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
This putt for a spot in the top 5. That's frustrating. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Beautiful shot. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And now at 3 under overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the 7th.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's looking at nice round number 180 here.
Opting for the 3-iron here.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. What's in front of them, Henny?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. Putting for bogey here.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We've reached the 8th hole. Attaboy, good shot. playing this shot from about 170 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Playing within their comfort zone there. Momentum putts come in many shapes and sizes. This one's a 13-footer.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
This one's online. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Going with the hybrid. Should find the green here. Yeah, well played.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
A birdie putt awaits.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail.
Ooh, right by the hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Nice little par putt here.
Not a bad line, this. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. We've arrived at a par 4. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. It's heading to the rough for mine. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Good choice. Go with the 3-iron. That's disappointing.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Time to tee off on the 11th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Going with the 4-iron here. I like that, didn't you? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Now 4 back after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one. Bit disappointing, that one. Second shot here on the 12th. Going with the 3-iron. Oh, that should find the bunker. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Here's Will Zalatoris. And back to the course with the live action. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. And he needs this to save par.
going to.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. And as we head to the next, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. That should find the cut stuff.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
And back to the play, shall we? Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. This is buckets. Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of the leaderboard here. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Long way away from the par, though.
That'll sting a bit. Bogey putt coming up here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. Opting for the 4-iron here. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. Starting to look really good.
And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
He's currently tied for 7th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Needs to make a move soon. Well, there's been some FedEx Cup champions won and lost around this part of the course.
This is the site of probably one of the greatest finishes in FedEx Championship history. The winner holing his 2nd shot here to claim victory.
Needs this one to kick right. Yeah, that was a safe play. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh, just missed. Putting for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. But as we get to the penultimate hole at East Lake Ridge, what does it require?
The tee has been moved back some 60 yards over the last couple of years, putting a premium on finding the fairway. Those bunkers down the left-hand side are menacing, to say the least.
All you can do is hope now, because that was never going down the fairway. Sitting at 3 under par in a share of 7th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. They say trees are 90% air, but so are fly screens. Try hitting a ball through one of those. Time now for the 4th shot. Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
On a nice line.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. And after a recent switch of the 9s here at Eastlake, the finishing hole's gone from a tough par 3, Rich, to a really gettable 5.
Go ahead and take out the driver and enjoy this tee shot. It might be difficult, but if you hit it in the fairway, you'll definitely be rewarded by being able to go for it in 2.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And this putt for a final score of 68. Be the ball, Danny. No. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. It's on a good line. And that'll bring his tournament to a close. And as we recap the day's results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the action today.
Oh, Luke, I've seen some things that I'll never forget, both good and bad, but I had an absolute blast doing it. It was brilliant to watch. Those rivalries, I mean, wow. The pleasure was all mine.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.